Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in my kitchen right now, but I'm just about to go out because there's still basil and one jalapeno that I want to get planted out. And it's a lot more chilly than it has been the last few days. But it's a nice overcast day, so I thought it'd be perfect to get out there. I've also got some marigolds that I want to plant in with my tomatoes, so I'm going to do that. This is probably going to be like a few days vlog. It might be bits and pieces. Like today, I'll probably just film the planting of the basil and the jalapeno, and then I'm on my own this week. My husband's away on a business trip, so I'll probably vlog during the day. I'm gonna try a little bit of a daily vlog kind of thing, so we'll see how it goes, but let's get out in the garden and plant some basil. So I'm here next to my tomato and pepper patch, and I've got a lot of basil that really needs to be planted out, and I'm going to try and separate it as much as possible. And I've got the bed behind you as well, so I'm going to probably put some over there, and then I've also got that the wine barrel over there in the corner, so I'll probably put some in there as well. So here we go. There's one all planted in. I've got about 5 other little trays to go, so here we go. Look at these crazy radishes. Some of them with the warm weather started to bolt, so I pulled them. There's one variety that I planted, and I can't remember, but they're red. They're red on the top with white on the bottom, bulbous. Not like they look like French breakfast radishes, but they just bulb out a little more. Well, they haven't really done that much, and I feel like I gave them plenty of space, and I just haven't had a really great success with them, so I don't think I'll be planting those again. But the purple radishes that I planted are doing great, and maybe I'll harvest some more today. I know we've already had kind of a harvest video for radishes, but I've also got a lot of lettuce that's coming in, but yeah, they look really nice and lush, but they just haven't bulbed out underneath all that foliage. So, but I've got this little basil thing, and I'm gonna plant some in here among these bush tomatoes and see how they do. All right, so I have one more thing of basil. One more thing of basil left, so I'm gonna put some over in that wine barrel, and I think that's it for gardening for me today, but I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Monday, and it's the second day that my husband is on his work trip. He's in Iowa, and he should be home on Thursday, which I'm very excited about. I don't like when he goes away on trips without me, but this one's for work, so it's not too bad. But what you just saw is a typical morning for me. The walk is typical. The workouts are actually something that I've started back up recently. I have worked out in the past, but I started learning about diet culture and toxic, the toxic industry around that, and I stopped going to the gym a long time ago. But I've been walking consistently almost every day for the last 2.5 years, I think. And it's just something that I really love to do. And actually, it's raining right now, so I just got back, so I missed the rain, which is awesome. But yeah, my relationship with exercise has been a fraught one since I was young, but the workouts that I'm doing are just, they're beginner because I'm, not advanced, because I honestly haven't worked out in probably 2 years. I've walked, but I haven't really done a workout except for gardening or mowing the lawn. But I'm really enjoying it, and unfortunately, since it's such a cold and rainy day, I did it in my front room, which is where I would do it in the winter, like fall and winter when it's not so nice out. But I have been loving actually doing it out on my patio before it gets really hot outside. Hello, Baxter. But I wasn't able to show you that today because it's actually really chilly here. The temperatures were really nice in like the mid 70s, and now it's in the low 60s and it's raining. Anyway, and then this breakfast, it's honey Greek yogurt with a banana, and then I get a smoothie mix with strawberries, blueberries, and mango. And I know it's kind of silly to put frozen fruit on your yogurt, but I don't have any other fruit except apples, and I don't really like apples in the morning. So I do that, and it's delicious, and it keeps it nice and cold. It is a cold morning, so normally I'd have something warm, but I just felt like yogurt today, and then I put some shredded coconut on top of it. If I had any nuts, I'd probably put those on, or seeds, but I don't have any at the moment. So anyway, I am going to enjoy my breakfast, and today I'm going with my dad. He just bought a new house, and they're doing the inspection on it today, so I'm going there for support and just to make sure that everything looks good for him. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And tomorrow I have a meeting in the afternoon, but I'm thinking it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, so I'm gonna try and get out. I'm gonna plant some flower seeds to fill in some spaces, and then I'm also going to rip out the radishes that need to be ripped out. And I bought some plants yesterday that I want to plant out front. We're trying to add some flowers up there. We've got a beautiful rhododendron, but it hasn't bloomed for a few years. But it's looking really good this year, so I'm hopeful. But I bought like a lavender plant, I bought some pansies, and I bought an Icelandic poppy to go up there because those will come back every year. So we can have a little more interest up towards the door. We do have a beautiful bunch of pale pink peonies up there too, but Jake wanted to add a little bit more flowers, so I'll bring you along with that tomorrow. But right now I'm just gonna enjoy my breakfast and then get ready for the day. Hey guys, it's Wednesday now. Yesterday I had a work call that I needed to be on, and then I spent the afternoon writing. So I didn't pick up my camera. It was cold and gray anyway, and it's like overcast today, but it feels a little warmer. So I'm gonna get outside today, which will be nice. I've got a ton of weeding to do. I think I'm gonna start in the front because there's just a few jobs that I want to get done up there. I bought 3 plants at Walmart the other day that were looking really sad, so I really want to get those in the ground. And there's some grass that needs to be removed from the flower beds up there by the door. And I think I'm also going to plant some flower seeds to see if we can get anything else to grow up there to make it look really beautiful. And then under the Japanese maple that's right next to the porch, there's some weeding that needs to be done too. So that's where I'm going to start today. But I thought it'd be fun to show you what types of flower seeds and what I'm going to be planting today. And just show you, what I'm thinking for up front. So there's several types of flowers that I really love to grow every year. And that's marigolds, cosmos. I've grown calendula one year and I really love it, and I hope that I get a ton this year. So marigold, zinnia, cosmos, calendula. And so those are like the main 4 that I really love, but I bought a few other ones from the store. And I'm planning on planting those out. And these say container varieties, so I'm not sure. I'm going to try and plant them in the ground. We'll see. It's an experiment, okay? This is called butterfly flower. It's really beautiful, orange and yellow. And I hope that it attracts butterflies. It says it's good for part shade, which is kind of perfect for up front. It's shaded like the first half of the day. It gets direct sun for a couple hours in the afternoon because the sun sets on that side of the house, but we'll see. And then I bought, this also says container variety, but it's lupin. And I know that lupin do really well in the ground, so I'm gonna try these this year. And then I just bought a little pack of pansy seeds. They're called Johnny Jump Ups, and I think they're really cute. So I'm gonna try these up there, and I know that these will come back every year. And then I still have like a bunch of gladiolus bulbs that I bought for half off at the hardware store, and then some anemone bulbs. I'm not sure if they're still good or not, but I'm gonna put them in the ground up front and see what happens. But I have a ton of zinnia seeds here. Cosmos, several types of cosmos. I've got a whole pack of flowers. There's some calendula in here. Forget-me-not, but I don't think that I'm gonna plant those. They're invasive. So there's some different types of marigolds here. I also have marigold seeds that I've saved, calendula seeds that I've saved. So oh, there's baby's breath. Not sure. I might try that, actually. I got those for free from my old job. Let's see. Foxgloves, I don't want those in front. Yeah, there's some forget-me-nots. I actually, you know what? I might do some of these. They're kind of cute. And up front, like what I really love is we don't really have to do a lot up front. So I think if flowers would just come back every year, it would be nice. This says annual, but I'm pretty sure they go to seed. So, oh, and I have a whole pack of California poppies too. Perfect. So I am gonna go up front, get started. I'll probably get started with ripping out the grass first and like weeding a little bit around, and then we'll get planting. All right, so I finished everything that I wanted to finish up front. I actually did a lot more than I was going to, so I feel really good about that. And hopefully we'll get some really pretty flowers up there. And I just got done with my lunch break, and so now I'm in the back. I've got a lot of weeding to do here in the center. But I'm also going to be ripping out some bolted radishes today, but also I'm going to take you along and we're going to harvest the first peas off of the vine over there. I'm going to leave this one on, it's a little small, but we've got several growing, even some down here. So everything's looking really good. And hopefully harvesting these will get us a few more. Alright, so we got 3. Not a bad harvest. And perfect for snacking. So let's give them a try. I love snap peas so much. I'm so glad that I grew these. I've got some plants over next to my tomatoes too, so hopefully we'll get a harvest off of those. But yeah, it's actually turning out to be a really beautiful day here. It's been great for the past few days and a little bit chilly, but the high today is 71 and the sun's coming out, so it's the perfect time to get out here and get some weeding done and pull out things that need to be pulled out. So let's get started. Alright, so these are bolting. I can see the flowers coming on them, so I'm just going to rip these out. These are actually the red ones that I said haven't really done a lot for me. So let's see what we can get from this row. And then I see a few of the purple ones actually starting to bolt, but not all of them, which is a good sign. So I'll pull the ones that need to be pulled, but here we go. Yeah, that's really small, but look at how long the foliage is. It's kind of disappointing. But you can eat the greens, but this is starting to bolt, so they'll probably be bitter. See this one, and this one's a little long, you know, but still nothing. It's a good size one. That one looks okay. They're not huge. There's actually something that I really need to do that's going to be very tedious, and that is to thin carrots. I think I had like 1 good year of carrots and haven't since, because it's such a pain to thin them. So I'm going to film a little bit of this, but just know this is not my favorite job. But yeah, here we go. doing and what I've been shown is to just cut them. But in some spots, the reason you cut them is because you don't disturb the carrots around it, because they're a root vegetable. They don't want to be disturbed. But some areas are pretty like sparse, so I'm just pulling those. But there's really dense areas that I'm gonna have to cut, so it's gonna take a little bit. But it needs to be done, and hopefully we'll get some sort of carrot harvest later this summer. So we'll see. So it's several hours later. I didn't get as much done in the back today as I would have liked, but I did a lot more in the front that I meant to do, so I don't feel so bad about it. I got the carrots thinned, I ripped out the radishes, and I pruned the indeterminate tomatoes, and then I started weeding between the stones over by the raised beds. It's really bad. I don't know if I've ever seen it this bad this year, or seen it as bad as it is this year. I think I need to get some more gravel to put in between those stones, or like sand, I'm not sure. But I didn't get any weeding done here in this middle section, and I under the Japanese maple that's next to the raised bed garden needs to be weeded as well. There's just a lot of weeding to do this time of year, because we do a lot of watering, and weeds love the water, and I mean, they'll even grow if they're not watered. So but yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Sorry if it feels a little jumbled, a little short. It's the first time I'm trying to like vlog my days a little bit, but we'll see. I really enjoy making gardening content, but honestly, I feel like my life is a little boring, so I don't want to like bore you with just time lapses of me weeding my garden. But if you like that kind of stuff, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing if you haven't already, because I would love to get to know my community and, you know, take you along on this journey and share parts of my life that I do find interesting. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.